So rapport, anybody got a definition for that? Camaraderie, building connection. Same. Did you say same? Yeah. Relationship. Yeah, I would argue that rapport, and Merriam and Webster might slightly disagree, but that rapport I would define as a relationship of trust. And I would also argue that a relationship of trust does not necessarily require a lot of time to build. So when I was working with that group that I mentioned earlier, World in Conversation, where my job was sitting down, having hard conversations with people. So I'd have 8 strangers walk into a room and I'd say, hi, welcome, we're going to talk about race relations for 90 minutes, right? So it was very important in my job to build relationships of trust quickly, like in seconds, not years. And the tool that we would teach other facilitators, as somebody walks into a room, pay attention to what someone is wearing, carrying, sharing, or presenting, and ask them a question rooted in your natural curiosity. So I'm just going to experiment with this first, and then we'll explain why this was one of the tools. So if you would, go ahead and stand up, and just pay attention. You're going to pair up with one other person, and this is like slightly socially awkward. Pair up with one other person, and you're just going to look up and down and ask a question that you are naturally, genuinely curious about something that you can see and perceive right now. All right? Ask a question rooted in your natural curiosity based on what they're wearing, carrying, sharing, or presenting. Ask that question, and your partner can answer it, and I'll pull you back in about 90 seconds. Go. Two of the most competitive people. Can I have 2 most competitive people come volunteer? Somebody asked me earlier, do I ever call on introverts? Sometimes I'll call on people in a context like this. So if you're willing, Vic, would you just ask a question of Genesis? Would you just ask a question rooted in your natural curiosity about Genesis?
I can't think of a question right now.
Oh my gosh.
That's okay.
What do I have to do to get you to put your hand down? What do I have to do to get you to put your hand down?
Put your hand down first.
No. Nah.
Put your hand down first and then
Why did I choose these 2 people to come up? So let's actually do this. This might be a stretch, but it's still interesting. What did we learn about Genesis from that response? What? She's quick. Okay. She's feisty. Single-minded. Or focused. I don't know. What else? Committed.
She paid attention that he likes trash talking.
She paid attention that she likes trash talking. Ooh, so she's a listener. So we could probably still go further. The further we go, the closer to the land of assumptions we might travel. But this is fascinating, right? You just asked, what do I have to do to get you to put your hand down? And you said,
put your hand down first.
Put your hand down first. Put your hand down first. She said 5 words, and I just asked you what you learned about Genesis, and you told me that she was committed, and that she was a listener, and that all these things that are like, whoa, way below the surface. And this is why we teach and invite leaders and facilitators to pay attention to what people are wearing, sharing, carrying, or presenting, and ask the question rooted in your natural curiosity. And this is one of my favorite features of dialogue and questions is that one simple question, which on the surface, like if we didn't actually break this moment down and kind of put this into slow motion, you'd be like, no trust built, nothing learned about this person, nothing here. But we slowed it down, and now all those 5 things you just learned about could become a new question. I'm wondering, it seems like you're really committed to this. I'm wondering what else in life you're really committed to. You would never walk up to a stranger and say, what else in life are you really committed to? But because there was one simple question followed by the magic of a second question, you're now talking about who somebody is rather than just what they do or what they see. Right? So the point is not to go shopping and talk about necklaces for an hour. The point is when we woke up in the morning, we chose to put things on our body and say things and do things that represent a part of who we are. Right now, the thing that you're doing is representing a part of who you are. And so we asked about that, and really quickly we got down to that deeper level. Do you feel that? It's like, this is remarkable. You will re-meet your own parents if you try this out. I'm serious. You will re-meet the people who you feel like you know really well if you follow your own natural curiosity, and then you pay attention to what did I learn about that person, and let me ask one more follow-up. And so for those of you who are like, when I'm facilitating, like, I don't want to just go there right away. I agree. Don't go there right away. Ask them what the story behind their necklace is first, because they chose to put on the necklace. They already actually told you something, right? They told you this necklace is something that's important to me or that I care about. Whew. Yeah. Okay. Can I tell you a story of when I failed following my own advice? Oh! Vic.
Anita, you won.
Oh. Can we all just sit in the silence of what it feels like to win nothing? Oh my goodness.